second part of the stupa is terraces. From its base, the stupa rises in form of multiple terraces. From its base, the stupa rises in form of multiple terraces. The number of terraces at Kesariya is dynamic as the stupa site is still under active excavations. It is revealing newer facets by successive seasons of explorations. At the present state of discovery, there are 7 terraces. These terraces are fashioned in circular manner and receding in circumference as they rise upwards. There is a vertical gap of approximately 2.25 meters between the 2 terraces. All the terraces are wide and served as circumambulation path. Each of these terraces are connected with each other through small staircases. In year 2000-2001 excavations, an 80 centimeter wide staircase was exposed connecting 2 upper terraces. The staircases are placed at different places and different levels. This pattern seems to have been adopted to maintain symmetry of structure and also added to its aesthetics. The terraces are dated with cells at regular intervals. The area between the sets of the cells is filled with geometric projections. The lower 3 terraces contain groups of 3 cells following a definite pattern at fixed intervals. On the basis of exposed part of the stupa, it is presumed that there must have been 8 sets of 3 cells each. The 4 sets placed at 4 cardinal points and 4 at the intersections. On the 4th terrace, the number of cell groups remains same, but in the group of 3, the flanking cells alongside the central cell are smaller in size, obviously to manage space. On the 5th terrace, the flanking cells are altogether removed and only 4 cells in 4 cardinal directions remain. The size of the cells is approximately about 2.20 into 1.80 meters with an entrance of 70 to 90 centimeters. 3 more cells have been recently exposed on the northwest part of the stupa on the first terrace. The cells were designed to enshrine large Buddha images. Each cell is found with raised pedestal attached to the back wall of the cell. Decorative niches are carved on the sides of the pedestals. Most of the pedestals are either devoid of the image or bear scanty remains of seated Buddha images. In some of the cells, torso of Buddha is found, but in almost all the cases, the head of the figure is missing. Images depict Buddha seated in Padmasana. Only 2 hand gestures have been found intact. They are Bhumi Sparsh Mudra and Dhyan Mudra. The images are made of clay, lime and brick jelly with lime plaster applied over as final coating. The most startling discovery of season 2001-2002 excavation has been the head of Buddha image. It shows definite characteristics of Gupta art style. The structure is topped with a cylindrical dome or stupa which is in ruined state. The height of the stupa is 30.77 feet and a diameter of 22.2 feet. Cunningham described the stupa as a solid brick tower of considerable size. Now we discuss the character and sectarian affiliation, and this is the most important discussion about the stupa of Kesariya because it is hotly debated to which sect of Buddhism this stupa represents, and it is a very difficult to define the real character of Kesariya stupa. Explaining Kesariya stupa's character and determining its sectarian linkages is challenging due to its unusual structure and decoration scheme. Generally, there is no complexity in defining the character of a stupa or a temple. If the stupa be a symbolic representation of Buddha in form of Bodhi tree, Dharma chakra, miniature stupa and narration of Buddha's life events without his anthropomorphic presence, it is termed as Theravada stupa. Theravada is the conservative school of Buddhism. The Mahayana sect is marked with multiplicity of Buddhas, proliferation of deities and episodes of miracles added to Buddha's life. The third prominent sect of late origin, Vajrayana or Tantra, emerged with an evolved pantheon, neatly arranged Buddha families with Bodhishaktis like female goddesses and Bodhisattvas, their progenies. The worship in Vajrayana turned into a more complex process of psycho-spirituality. Each Dhyani Buddha has been assigned a specific direction, color, attributes and powers. Meditation was not simply aimed at arousing bodhicitta or attainment of jnana, but to evoke the powers of the deity upon whom the meditation was focused within the worshipper. Mandala or thematic diagram with the presiding deity at the center and her retinue of gods and demigods arranged in a radiating manner from center to periphery in order of their standing in Buddhist pantheon. There is a strong argument in favor of Kesariya belonging to Vajrayana sect, at least in its final shape and form. It is also believed that Kesariya was the prototype of Borobudur, and both are stupa mandalas and not simple stupas. The placement of large Buddha images in cells around the circular terraces in a definite pattern is the basis of this assumption. The hypothesis is proposed in regard of certain points. The Buddha figures were placed in cells during the Pala period. Second, the Pala patronage played significant role in enrichment and popularity of Kesariya. The images are comparable and similar to the sculptures of Nalanda, Rajgir and Vikramshila. Pala monasteries of Paharpur and Vikramshila reflect similarities in placement of large Buddha figures in niches in 4 cardinal points. As for comparison with Borobudur is concerned, it is valid only in some aspects. Borobudur stupa has low reliefs carved on the pilasters of terraces and 504 Buddha images are placed. Kesariya, though being larger in size, would have housed maximum 88 images as per plan. Borobudur reliefs and images create an entire universe filled with gods, humans, whereas at Kesariya only Dhyani Buddhas are presented and recovered material till date confirms presence of 2 Buddha Akshobhya in Bhumisparsh Mudra and Amitabh in Dhyan Mudra. No Bodhisattva or female deities are present. I would like to conclude that Kesariya Stupa belongs to a mature Mahayana phase. 5 Dhyani Buddhas are central to Mahayana philosophy and ritualism. Kesariya Stup's embellishment perfectly conveys this idea. There is no overcrowding of gods and humans and no depiction of corporeal affairs. It transmits a subtle message of spirituality among the visitors. Viewers, I hope this module enables you to disseminate precise information about Kesariya. Dhanyavad.